What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing them the bacon NBA DFS video. It is the Saturday edition. It is February 22nd. We are back. We only have a 4-game main slate that we are going to talk about today. So if you've never been to the channel before, we do things a little bit differently here. Hopefully you guys are ready to rock and roll. So here's what we do. Normally when there's a minimum of at least 5 games on the slate, we give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. We don't have those 5 games, so we're still going to give you some picks at each position, but not as many. So what we do is right before I film these videos, I run 10,000 simulations in the background, and we get you some of the early projections. So again, depending on how early you watch this video, there's a bunch of news of game time decision players that could change the projections a little bit. So what I say, go to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. It is FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Go to the NBA tab, and you can check out our cheat sheet. You can check out, for anyone with FTA Plus, you can check out the FanDuel projections, simulations, chalk, so on and so forth. I usually tell them, check about an hour before tip-off, because that is when the majority of the news has dropped for the day, hopefully anyway. So what we're going to do is we have giveaways every single day. We try to have 2 giveaways every single day. There are 2 ways to win. Here's the first way. Like this video. Be a subscriber to the channel, and you gotta leave a comment on the video for the comment picker to pick you up. You do both of those, you are well on your way to getting a minimum of a free week if we hit 50 likes on this video. So that includes a week of all sports. So not just NBA, just because this is an NBA video, it's not just NBA. So we have NBA, we have MMA on Saturdays, we have NASCAR on Sundays, we have PGA, the majority of them start on Thursday, and yes, we have MLB starting next month, March. We're very excited about it. We're not going to do spring training DFS. There's no point in doing that. If this video gets at least 100 likes, you'll have a chance at a free month. 150 likes, a free year. 200 or more likes on this video, a chance at a lifetime pass. In the second way to win, somewhere in this video, there'll be a keyword or key phrase. Listen for it and type that in there. So we are going to go to the 2. We're going to see who the winner is. Could be 2 people, could be the same person. So even if the keyword from yesterday is in this first comment, we're still going to re-roll it for that comment. So this is because it got a minimum of 50 likes. So there you go. Huey Bennett, I think this might be the first time I've seen your name. So congratulations. If it is the first time, please email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1 at gmail.com. Let me know a username, an email, and a password that we can set you up for, and we will give you a free week. Now we are going to re-roll this because there was no keyword in that comment anyway, and we will see who the winner of the comment is. There you go, Brian Tate. Congratulations yet again. All you guys need to do is come back and check it out. So that being said, here's the normal way we break it down. We're going to go through the projections. Then we're going to build a DraftKings lineup, we're going to build a FanDuel lineup, and we are going to build a Yahoo lineup. But before we do that, we have a sponsored segment right now that I'm going to put into this video and tomorrow's video. And after the ad segment, down below you will see a link to the website with our promo code, and it would be very appreciative if you go ahead and check it out, because they have graciously sponsored this video, and we're very excited to have them as a sponsor. So we will get into it as we speak right now. So we are back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little segment, that little number. It's this video and tomorrow's video, but it is very helpful if you guys click the link and you go check it out, because it took me a while to get that uploaded for you guys. So that being said, we are going to go over some of the plays here. Now, we have a lot of people who are already out. We have people that are questionable as well. But for the majority of them, they're in a good spot. Outside of the people that are already ruled out, I think some of these, like Luka is going to play. He's probable. LeBron is going to play. He's probable as well. So that being said, we're just going to look at some of the strategy behind how to pick some of these players. So we've done 10,000 simulations. It's gone through projections. It's gone through fantasy points trend. It's gone through Vegas odds. It's gone through DVP. It's gone through pace of play. It's all into that when we do that in our algorithm. And these are early projections. Now, again, they're very early projections. They can and will change. So that's why I tell everyone, go check out fantasyteamadvisors.com, FTA plus, $10 for a week. You've got $30 for a month or $199 for a year. But if you use the promo code MLB is back, all one word, all capital letters, MLB is back, you can get that year for $99. So go check it out for every single sport. So looking at the top here, Luka is one of my favorite plays here. If you don't want to pay up for Jokic all the way at the top, you can save a little bit of money. Get Luka here. He's got the 24th DVP against Denver. In this matchup here, he is probable. Obviously, he would be a bigger boost if LeBron somehow missed the game, which I don't think he's going to. But I've got Luka right now projected right around 52 to 56 fantasy points. Another one I'm looking at is Tyrese Maxey against Brooklyn, about 44 to 46. Amon Thompson's got 30th DVP against Utah, so the best DVP matchup for him. Got him right around 42 to 45 fantasy points. And a couple other picks here. If you want to get a little bit cheaper, you could go Elfrid Payton at 20 fantasy points or KJ Simpson, depending on which one gets in the game there, 19 to 22. And then you can go even further down, Gabe Vincent, all the way down here at 3,800. I don't know how much run he's going to get, how many minutes he's going to get. Game log wise, 16 to 18 minutes is what we've seen. Fantasy points have been a little iffy. But again, you got to get creative with a 4-game slate here. Gabe Vincent right now, about 18 to 22 fantasy points. So we will move to the shooting guard position. Another pick here, Austin Reeves is at the top. 24 DVP for him, about 40 to 44 fantasy points. Jalen Green against Utah, 28 DVP, about 34 to 37 fantasy points. Jordan Clarkson, right around 30 fantasy points himself. A couple picks down here in the mid-tier. Kelly Oubre Jr., about 28 fantasy points. Toumani Camara, right around 26 fantasy points. And then if you want to go down even further, under 5K, a Nick Smith Jr. pick, 30th DVP, right around 23 to 26 fantasy points there. Now, when you go down that far and you're looking at those sort of values, that's where you kind of got to wait for some of the news to drop, because some of the plays will change. Now, there's certain players right now that don't have a designation of an injury or anything, and then all of a sudden, an hour before tip-off, news breaks of some sort that, hey, this person's hurt, or shoot around, stuff like that. So that is why I tell you, stay up to date with the projections and simulations about an hour or two before tip-off. Now, probably be about 2 hours before tip-off that I'll have to update everything, because my daughter has a birthday party, so I will be out. I will not be near the computer, so everything will have to be updated a little bit early for this slate. But again, we've got MMA today as well. On Sunday, we have PGA and NBA, so very, very excited about that. Sunday's a bigger slate. I think the main slate, I think it starts at 5 p.m. instead of 6, and I think it's like 6, 7, 8 games, something like that. There's a lot of games going on for Sunday. So we look at small forward. You got LeBron James, who's questionable right now, 17 DVP, so a little bit better than half, right around 50 fantasy points. But if we're paying right around the same price, I'm probably going Luka in that one. We got Lauri Markkanen against Houston, so it's not the best matchup. It's actually the worst matchup for him. First DVP there, about 33 to 36 fantasy points. Michael Porter Jr., about 32 fantasy points. Cam Johnson, right around 27. And Shaedon Sharpe, right around 24 fantasy points. Moving to the power forward position, we've got Michael Bridges, right around... We've got him at 18 DVP, so do not look at the opponent rank. This is not DVP. A lot of people do think it is. Miles Bridges, right around 42 to 45. We got Paul George, right around 32 to 35. Michael Porter Jr., about 32 fantasy points. And then finding some sort of value here, Jabari Smith Jr., 24 fantasy points. Jeremy Grant, 24 as well. And you can go even further down. Just depends on how far you want to go down. Trendon Watford, right around 20 to 24 fantasy points. Now we've gone here. Jokic is at the top. He's going to be the top every single slate, but he is very expensive. We know that he can get 99 fantasy points as well, but again, like 19 there, didn't do anything in 12 minutes, 37 minutes, 71 fantasy points. honestly not enough at 12.5. Current early projections has Jokic right around 60 fantasy points. Not enough for his price. 10th DVP against the Lakers. If LeBron is in, I don't like Jokic as much. Embiid is there. We had about 46 fantasy points out of him. Mark Williams, who is questionable, 25th DVP, so a good matchup here against Portland, right around 40 fantasy points. Walker Kessler, right around 33. And if you want to find any sort of value today, not a ton. Donovan Clingan against Charlotte, 21st DVP, about 24 to 26. You got Moussa Diabate, I don't know how you say his name, let me know down below. Against Portland, 25th DVP, right around 23 fantasy points as well. So those are just some of the projections. They are not all of them. All of them will be on the website. A little bit more than what we've talked about will be free in the article right here, which is linked down below. You can find the link to Filebach. You can find the link there to our article and our completely free Discord down below. Any questions, get them down below or ask in that Discord. We do have giveaways. We do give you core plays and value plays at each position as well. So it is time to build a DraftKings lineup. We only build tournament lineups here. Things can and most likely will change off this lineup if someone's ruled out. Like yesterday's lineup, we had a few people, and a couple of them were ruled out pretty early in the day, so we're able to edit lineup. We do make this as a tournament lineup, like I said. Even when there's more than 4 games, we do that in that sense. So that being said, we are going to build you an initial lineup here. So I think this is more of a balanced lineup that we could do on DraftKings. Instead of like paying up for like Jokic or paying up for Luka, we could find a more balanced type of approach here. And if this is a way you like it built, that's awesome. I would love to know if there are certain plays here that you just can't get enough of. Miles Bridges, I think, is going to make the majority of my lineups, depending on how much I play. I'm going to play a little bit more MMA, I think, today than normal. But that's just because I want to. And then NASCAR obviously will be on Sunday. So obviously paid down for Goodwin. That is a huge pick here because if he does not get the minutes that he needs, obviously he's probably not going to get the value that he needs. But he's 3,900, so it's kind of a throwaway. As long as he gets like double-digit points, like 10, you're still looking good. You're not going to cash. You're not going to win. But it is a good starting point. So this is a lineup here for DraftKings, a tournament lineup that's more balanced than a boomer bust stars or scrub type lineup. So that's our DraftKings one. Our FanDuel one we already built. I did pay up for Luka. I got Miles Bridges in there I paid up for. And then kind of the same way, the rest of them are more balanced. Isaiah Collier, we did not talk about. He is in the article. 5,900, I don't mind him. Nick Smith Jr. we talked about. Cam Whitmore we have not talked about. This is a lineup that I am okay with on FanDuel as long as everyone here gets in that game. So the only one at the moment that you need to look at is Luka, but all intents and purposes, he is starting. He's probable. I don't see him not starting. Then we even did it on Yahoo. Not a ton of you play, but we are here. Luka at the top. We did pay $53 for him. Huge. And then the rest, Austin Reeves is 32, Eamon Thompson 33, and then the rest are value plays as well. So there you have it. Those are some of the projections. FanDuel, DraftKings, and even Yahoo lineups. And on top of that, we had our giveaway and we had our sponsored segment. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. Let's get 100 likes on this video. I know we can. Let's have a great day. Let's have a good giveaway. Let's have a fantastic day, whether or not you're playing DFS for NBA or MMA, or I guess even spring training baseball. Good luck, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.